Two things to make your guitar solos absolutely amazing and get out of this really boring, robotic pentatonic plateau that we all get into. We're going to talk about interesting rhythmic phrases and dynamic, volume dynamic. So instead of worrying about like, oh, is this going to be like on what beat, on the E and let's just do this first. I want you to put a metronome on and play something that's going to be interesting. What isn't is this. Get yourself moving. Tap your foot. Some notes on the foot tap, some notes not on the foot tap. We don't really need to dissect what's happening there, but if we can get into that groove, usually we're going to be playing strong accents on weaker beats, right? The E and the especially. And that's what gives us a little bit of this groove, especially that staccato and syncopated sound. When I take that into my playing, I'm not always going to be stuck in 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and that kind of rhythm, because I'm going to be developing a more robust rhythmic vocabulary. So my guitar solos are going to sound a little bit more alive than just. Now, we don't necessarily want that staccato sound and that much space and a little bit of that herky-jerkiness. Now, it's cool, obviously, to put in there. But if we want to glue it all together, we can use, instead of just a staccato note to get that groove, we can use a volume dynamic. What I mean is, if I have something, right, and I like those accents, I can take that into a 16th note alternate picking pattern. Using the accents to get that interesting rhythm and gluing it together with a lower volume dynamic. This ends up getting out of, right? And I can get a little bit more rhythmic movement. Right, which is really nice. Now, if I use that glued together, and I use my more interesting rhythms with the space, I have so much to work with. And there's going to be a lot more life in what it is that I'm playing instead of just. If you're an intermediate guitar player stuck in that boring robotic pentatonic plateau that we all get stuck into, and you want to bridge the gap between your creative ideas and what you're able to play, becoming fully fretboard fluent, comment pro below and we can get started.